Welcome back, everyone, to the second map of this best of three series between Orb Gaming and Flashback Gaming in the semifinals at Kohina. And so far, we've seen quite a performance from Flashback Gaming on the first map. But first, let me introduce you to my co-caster, Mr. No Rank. I am your host here, Daredevil. Flashback Gaming, though, coming into this map very confident that they will dominate their opponents as they've shown in the first map. And they're gonna want to start this strong. If they lose the first few rounds, they might not be too bothered by it. They still have that thought process that they have dominated that cache map, and I guess for them, confidence is good, but being overconfident can be a bad thing, because if they start pushing carelessly, or I should say stupidly, they might lose a lot of entries in certain areas, especially if they're on the CT side, depending on who wins this knife round. So, overconfidence is not always the best thing. They want to stay focused as much as they can, Flashback Gaming, and I'm sure they're going to at least try that. But here, it's going to be an interesting knife round, actually. Steven, not a single shot on him. Oh, he misses. Okay, I'm going to start casting a knife round. Let's do it, Steven. Actually clutches
1v4.
So what do you think of this kind of decision?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely had a strong start on cache on T side, so maybe if they get the same kind of terrain going in, maybe Orb Gaming can't stop it, because the last match they definitely did not do it on CT side. So they're probably going for trying to go for the same thing again. Steve roll on B, by the looks of things, maybe.
Yeah, definitely not. And this is sorry about that. This is a completely different map than cache. So if they can get the ball rolling just as much as they did on cache, then Orb Gaming might falter as much as they did on cache. But Ninja tries to get information. The GoTV decides to go somewhere else. Ninja now he's gonna have a lot of action coming towards. He does get one kill, but gets traded back immediately. DS King gets also another entry. So now B is completely empty. Killer tries to actually get a kill. He does get one kill and goes back. So now they're actually sandwiching them in the side. King, come on, you can get one. Okay, decides against shooting him and goes towards bench instead. Missing all the bullets. Oh, he's the last one remaining now. 1v2. If he only killed that one guy right there instead of switching to bench, he might have brought his 1v1. But he does get that first kill. And now he peeks towards the bench guy. But he is just dancing with him. Like, if he can just waste time, he does not have a kit. Steven clutches again for the 15th millionth time.
That was such an unfortunate when Avatar came out of apartments and he couldn't kill Steven while he was at bench, so that could have been just around there. In the end, he even got like a seat flick on the other guy who was alive, so...
I mean, you'd think that Flashback wouldn't have as many rounds as they would have if it wasn't for Steven clutching a lot of these rounds.
Yeah, on cache there were a lot of really close rounds. That's why, because there were a Flashback did have some good clutches from Steven. Like in the end of the first half, there was a lot of close rounds, which were in the end clutched by like players like Divine and Steven.
Yep, definitely. Steven, speaking of Steven, gets 2 kills already. Gets that Glock out, tries to get to the third. He does go for the third. Maybe he would prefer using that MAC-10 for the money, but at least he does get that kill and prevents his teammate from dying. And now it's down to King with... Oh, a scout shot. He gets actually that shot. He almost gets Steven through the wall. I don't even know it's possible to get it through that wall. He's trying, but DS King just completely overwhelms him inside kitchen. He does not have the armor either to really prevent anything from that. And Ninja...
And he went for a
Gets
sneaky
one
play
kill.
there. He went for a sneaky play there and let one guy pass, but then just kind of with the first shot on Steven, the other guy turned around and killed him, so...
Yeah, basically.
Not the result Orb Gaming was looking for. So now they just eco one more, and let's see what they do. Are they gonna go for a stack, or push up somewhere?
Yeah, I guess not much can really come from this. They look like they might go 3-person ramp or not. Looks like two people are gonna hold towards ramp close range. One of them does die already. No trade possibility there. Nico caught sleeping there. Did not react in time for that guy right in front of him. And now it's already down to 2 versus 5, but not a big deal. Other than, okay, there's one person holding a Zeus there. That would have been interesting. It looked like King actually was really considering using that Zeus, but didn't manage to get in the end. That would have been a funny confidence booster for him. Wouldn't have been much of a cash booster, but now it's down to Ninja with a 5-7 and a dream. I think he's just gonna hope for an exit frag here. He does get spotted though, so they all know
Yes,
where
he
he's
misses
coming
a
from.
scout shot, crucial shot. He had a free shot off that.
Really?
Yeah, he came from T spawn and just missed the first shot for some reason. Like I think he shot over his shoulder or something.
Oh, that's sad. I think he just started moving as well as soon as he shot him. I didn't see it. I was looking at our observer, so I did not see the person with the scout. But I'm gonna assume that was possibly a little bit tilting for him. I've been there where you suddenly miss an easy shot and you just like, what just happened? Why did it happen?
Yeah, it's surprisingly hard sometimes to finish off a kill, which looks an easy kill, and then the player suddenly turns around and you miss the headshot you've been waiting for like the past 5 seconds. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But
They
this is a
suddenly stand
crucial
up
round.
like-
This is a crucial round for Orb Gaming now, so they really need this to get off strong start, and they mid control instantly. So Flashback is doing what usually teams do in Mirage, which is just take mid control. One guy come underground, couple of guys come in, and the rest are just spreading out a bit on the map. So now they're just falling apart here.
Yeah, but Kid is stuck in between 2 people, 3 people, and then, yep, that USP finished him off, and it's all down to Ninja here. Gets the bomb planter as he's crossing. So now it's up to Divine to actually try to get it here, but there's one guy behind Ninja. But will Ninja predict this? He's coming right behind him, and FK2 with 19 HP manages to hit him from behind, and that was a very nice try from Ninja. He did what he could, but he could not have predicted that guy would have been behind him so soon.
Yeah, now this is the part where we just I don't want to see Orb Gaming force. Like they really might be really tempted to do that because that round even was like super close in the end, but they shouldn't force. They should just grab one eco, maybe buy a couple of pistols and see what they can do with it. They're actually gonna go for a mid push now. But since Flashback is going for an A execute fast, they're just gonna not meet anyone.
No, there's only one person waiting for him. They do get DS King in the end, but they are gonna try prevent them from taking that up, although unsuccessfully. Oh, nice shot from Nico, but he gets ultimate Kobe'd right in the face by 2 different nades. Now it's all down to King Arthur to save that up. He does get 1 kill, and he's gonna go towards B house, try to save that, possibly go into B, and maybe hold towards kitchen or something.
This is what a lot of times this happens in games for some reason, even in team games. That for some reason the over wants to go for a mid pick, and then the other team is on the Nico round, and they just lose the AWP because of that. Sometimes you might get like a kill or 2, but if the opposing team is rushing up mid, he's gonna lose the AWP. So, just again, really cost the round for Flashback Gaming in the end. They do manage to survive that.
They lost so much money though because of it. I mean, they do have a decent amount of money because of the round difference, but they lost so much money generally because of all those close rounds on ecos. And now this is going to be the real trick because Flashback Gaming, they don't have that much of a bank to really lose rounds. So they have to go be careful, these 2 ops here. DS King though, what? This gets already 2 kills. And now, even though it was a double op setup, it's almost down to those 2 ops and that 1 rifle. And King Avatar looks like they're just gonna save here, which is a smart decision. Ninja does get 2 frags though. They might be tempted to actually rotate, but that would be a bad idea. One thing to note is that they shouldn't have kept pushing Ninja. Those 2 frags was a good idea, but then to go back, because at this point it's better to save 3 guns than it is to save 2, because those 3, 2 of them can actually drop a weapon next round. But if it's 2 players, then it's even harder economically. But
DS King wanted to go for the knife.
that would have been sweet pie for him, but it didn't work out in the end. And Nico almost failed that spray, but he does get it in the end. And now it's still down to Steven. And Flashback Gaming, again, all down to 1 or 2 people at the end of the round. So they do lose a lot of money again because of how close these rounds are, even though they dominate the beginning of the round. That's the funny thing. A lot of the times they actually get the entries and get the bomb plant, but then they start losing to these straggling CTs that's just hanging about.
Yeah, it
with
feels
either
like
pistol.
they're going for the hunt like a bit too early in situations like when they have like a 5v3, and then just a couple of guys just decide to hunt instantly and they die, so they give an orb gaming way into the round.
Yeah, and they do 1 by 1 as well, which is even worse. So, not something you want to do. And Orb Gaming, as I mentioned earlier, if they managed to save 3, then they could have bought better weaponry on their side. But because they lost Ninja, after he got those 2 entries, got a bit too confident with that op and started pushing front instead of heading back towards B. That's now leads them to a lesser buy than they would have preferred. So now it's down to what did he actually get now, Killer? I'm curious. So we'll find out in a second. Obviously, he's not gonna just stick with the P2K. Yeah, he does get an M4, so that would have been really nice for them to have saved those 3 guns. They could have had a full buy this round. But nevertheless, now Flashback Gaming, they're gonna smoke down window, and it looks like they might actually do an A push through connector. They smoked out short. I am Hacker sort of tempted to sneak forward, but he does give away his position by throwing something there. And Divine's already down, so they need to be careful. The smokes are already fading. The one on short did. That guy in window can actually catch him as he's going towards connector, so he has to be careful here. But Never Give Up does win in the patience game. Nico got a bit too aggressive there on window, and he does get him as he's trying to cross. So now it's down to Never Give Up actually gets one, and I'm Hacker as well. And they're just going to go towards A. There are 2 players waiting for them. The King actually misses an off shot, and now just got Kobe down. Killer, 12 bullets. Didn't manage to get it make it work. But now it's down to Ninja. And maybe just try to save. I mean, I'm not sure why you're pushing in a 3v1 there.
Yeah, they kind of fall into the same trap that happened last game, that even when they manage to get the entry, in some point somebody just gets a bit too impatient and he pushes out, and then he just gets caught out. And Never Give Up actually gets 2 kills there from both window and then short, so
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
just gives them a flashback, just like a way into the round instantly after gaining that, or after Orb gains the advantage themselves. So they just need to avoid those extra peaks. And now it looks like Orb Gaming is actually going to buy like a forced buy, because they feel like the economy was low. On the last round, it was pretty low, but now Flashback is getting a lot of cash again. So now Orb Gaming needs to get a lot of round wins in a row to get them to eco, which would be the ultimate goal. Right now, It doesn't seem like it.
Well, they do have 1 M4 and 1 scout with... This is the very awkward buy, and Ninja is the only one to have purchased. He goes down. The rest of his teammates have 3k. They have not that much weaponry. P250 armor, Deagle no armor, and then King Avatar, a Deagle with half armor. So, not the best of... I mean... I don't know. If you're gonna buy together. If you're not gonna buy, don't buy. We shouldn't have some people using their entire economy in the others. But Nico got 2 kills, I believe, with that scout. He also gets a shotguns Never Give Up, so he's low as well. This can be a bit awkward. If those pistols only need 1 bullet to finish off Never Give Up. So it's also down to DS King, who's holding from long range. I believe the bomb is planted for him. Killer sneaking up slowly. He does not get that kill. Never Give Up. Okay. You don't need more than 1 HP. And that was a close round. I mean, Never Give Up. Sorry, Ninja did really well with that scout. But, yeah. They
I
do
think
have... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think they should have just like get the AK on a position on site, and then maybe a guy with an upgraded pistol to push. But there might have been just like one guy buying fully, and then the others buying just a couple of flashbangs and a scout,
Yeah,
just to even out the economy.
they
If
had
they would
people
have
with
won that
pistols.
round, they would have got a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. But they had pistol and armor with over 3k on 4 of the members, while one of the players is bought fully and had 0 by the end of it. So they weren't balancing their economy at all. But anyway, Killer does get at least one of these kills here. Is down to a 3v3. He actually caught him off guard, but DS King gets Killer on the fail spray that he had there. You can't spray and pray, my friend, in that position. You do need to get that headshot. And now Steven hiding in a corner with an AWP. Maybe not one of the best positions to be forwarding on.
Look at FK. He just has such a good positioning. They have all the info. They can just wait around on the side. Kind of know where the CTs are, so FK's just gonna get a good backstab going.
How did he? Oh, DS King was holding that angle for the longest time, and then he completely sprayed him down. And Ninja, I believe it was Ninja, just turned around and shot him even with that low HP. And you know what? They're not too bothered. It's already 9-0 and they've won the half so far. And this is a convincing lead. I think it seems like it's going to be a deja vu of the first map at this point.
Yeah, or gaming definitely right now. Like they lost the eco game. They really need the rounds at this point. They can't afford to just get close rounds, even though they've done it so far quite a lot. But just close rounds won't do at this point because they've lost the half already. So they just need all the rest of the rounds to make it that close one.
Yeah. It does seem like that, Mr. Binyak. It does seem like a bit of a clean sweep here. And that's really unfortunate for Nico. For Nico. He's not the team. He's a part of the team. It's unfortunate for Orb Gaming at this point. They are not doing so well. At least his name in game is Orb Academy. Oh, okay. Let's just bunny hop around that op. And he's holding that position, but it is only a scout. He's 1 HP. He gets shot by his own teammate, Steven. Oh my god. FK2. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna get both of the kills. He was so low, Steven. Just one little feather and he was gonna die, so. Alright, well, that's a lot of money lost, and he just bought his own op. Okay then. I guess they did not pick up the op that he lost. For some reason. But I guess they have so much money they don't care anymore. And
yeah. Even if you're looking at the kills, it looks like Orb Gaming is like doing quite well. But they just need to close out these rounds when they get super close.
I noticed earlier that Nico is called Orb Academy, while his teammates are called Orb Gaming. I'm guessing that means they have multiple editions of their teams. I guess they have an academy team, and he's basically filling in. That's an interesting note to have. But at this point, they don't seem to be doing that well as or gaming in general. And okay, FK2 getting a bit too aggressive. They're feeding so many kills here. They're all the way down to a 2v3. That's so much aggression. But look at this smoke hide. He does not feel that stopping. And Divine sneaks through kitchen through the smoke. Ninja all by himself. And Divine manages to clutch this out. That was a very, very clutch situation by Divine. His two teammates basically fed themselves to the grinder against those CTs for no reason. And they got a bit too confident, but he did the smart move. He threw that smoke, hid in that smoke, and decided to hit them from behind. And he got 2 kills out of that, considering he had only like 19 HP.
Yeah, and that round again from Flashback, they just almost threw it, but they managed to win it in the end. So again, for Orb, it's just at this point, it's just what can we do actually to win these rounds, like to finish them off. Actually, it feels like they need a play from one of these players. Like I'm a Hacker was playing super well on the last game, but now he's sitting at 3 kills and 11 deaths, so he's just not doing anything almost.
No, This definitely not living up to his name. And Ninja, all by his lonesome. Sorry, I had a bit something in my throat. Ninja. Well, I feel like Orb Gaming is also having something in their throat at this moment. Something Danish teams are very used to. And I don't know. They're not doing anything that wrong. It's just they're just not hitting their shots. What is it that's going wrong with them? You think, no rank?
It's just really hard to say. It's probably a mentality thing because a lot of times it happens when you lose like a couple of rounds where they're really close, and then it keeps happening, and you're like, well, what are we doing wrong? And you can't actually pinpoint nothing really special because it actually seems that the rounds are just actually really close, but just for some reason you can't win that 1v1 or 1v2 or that situation where you need to win the round. And at this point, you need to get them in a row to at least get some money. They're actually like on a quite bad bias half of this round.
Yep, and they're already again feeding themselves. They're running around with knives. Come on, guys! It's a 3v3. It's not warm up. I don't know why they're so in a rush to get places, and forgetting about the people in front of them. Like they're not checking corners. They're not checking where the T's are. They're just sort of playing. So far, I've noticed that they've been playing very like they stay in their positions, and only after a lot of the time, only after the bomb pass, they tend to rotate, and they just start rotating with their knives out, and then just immediately die. They should rotate a little bit earlier, be a bit faster in those rotates, and then rotate together as a team as well. But this is a good start so far. They get one kill. And it looks like another one. Yeah, King Avatar finally gets a second one. Now it's a 3v3. They need to not throw this away. He pushes by himself, and FK gets both a nade kill and that shot from the pushing CT. King Avatar, again, a bit too overzealous there. And I'm Hacker. Gets shot right in the back of the head. Now it's all down to Nico, Mr. Academy player of the team. Let's see if he can do this. Nope. 3v1.
Again, they had a 3-man push going in towards the A pit, and then the two of the guys rotated off, and then the first guy who just pushed in just died to the guy holding really passively on the T side. So, yet again, just teamwork is not really right now just going for them.
Nope, not at all. And I don't know. I don't think they have a chance anymore. Not the way they've been playing. There's so many 3v3s and they've been throwing it out. And now they have no margin for error. They have to win every round here to actually get this back. And so far they've gotten 2 kills, so it's a good start. But let's see if they can keep this. And okay, he runs right into that nade. And he pushes by himself. Trade it. I mean, his teammate needs to go in with him and try to trade it. But he does not manage to trade. Instead, he plays defensive Ninja. He does get that op. But...
Again, on that situation, Killer was playing really aggressive, and they could have just waited a bit. They almost, right now, they have the CTs cornered, but they still don't know that Divine is coming in from behind in jungle. So if he has his trigger disciplined, he might get 2 or 3 kills maybe. His teammate goes down, so...
Oh! They've been sandwiched from the back. Now it's King Avatar is getting sandwiched into the corner. Divine does get that kill. He gets another one, Ninja. Nico, you need to get him from the back. He does get him from the back. The dream is no longer real. It's with 14-1 all the way in the last round. Orb Gaming managed to get 1 round on the board. And yeah, that's I'm sure sad for Flashback fans, but I'm sure very at least a glimmer of hope for Orb fans here. 14-1, but can they do it? Can they get all 13 or even 14 rounds just to at least get it to overtime? What do you think?
I think they need the pistol round, but if they don't win, it's probably over. Even if they win it, it's just a hard road ahead. Last game they did actually get a short comeback on the T side. So maybe if they get the same thing going, they might get roam away with a couple of rounds. But I don't think they can make it 14-14, even close. But Nico
No.
gets a good entry on Stevens, so maybe something will
That's
happen.
something. Yep, that's definitely something. And now, now is something going on here. Will they push to? They do push towards A. They get that bomb planted, but they lose 2 members already. It's a 4v3. Keep in mind those USPs are really powerful. FK2 gets. They get 2 frags already. Can Killer clutch this out? No, he can't. Comes all the way down to the last 2 members of Flashback Gaming. They allow that bomb plant, and after just getting that bomb plant, they decided to retake together as a team, and that is the real pinnacle of difference that I've seen between Flash Gaming and Orb Gaming, is that Flashback Gaming definitely seems to be working more as a team than Orb Gaming is at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely. Nico did very well to get them into the situation of afterplan, but after that, the guys around mid, they should have either maybe waited a bit more, or then just don't face the fight, because they picked up the fight and then both guys mid died instantly. So now Flashback, Orb Gaming is just gonna force buy, and they're gonna go for a straight up B rush. Let's see what happens. Flip again.
Knifing at each other a bit there, getting overexcited. Let's finish this game, boys! DS King gets him from behind. Had the chance to actually combine all the frags, but he didn't manage to do it. 4v4, they have a shotgun, they have 2 M4s. Can they get this done? Ninja gets 1 frag. Now Divine gets 1, but he gets a bit aggressive, but he does get another one. And Killer does actually get the kill, but his solo HP now is all down to a 1v2. Killer's solo HP. He does get 1 with that Mac 10 though. That shotgun, is this game gonna end from a shotgun? Why aren't you looking at the guy? Oh, he almost got away as well. Steven would have been so tilted if he actually got all the way there without hitting a single shot that guy that was low HP.